Someone once wrote, "Every living thing in this world is put under the charge of an angel." I've come to be a great believer in that little piece of wisdom. It was a bright summer day in one of the most beautiful places on earth. And it was the worst day of my life. When Pam got sick, I gave up my law practice and we moved back to her hometown in the hope that being in the place she loved more than any other would help her recover.
Jim, I'm so sorry.
I know.
We all loved her so much.
I know. Thanks, Mickey.
But things didn't work out the way we planned. And even that great gray wolf Pam had taken such good care of seemed to know that we'd lost someone very special.
Was that?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
Come on, Dad.
Just give me a minute, son.
My son and grandchildren had held me together these past few weeks, but they had to get back to their lives too.
Sorry I've got to leave so soon, Dad. Casey's on the docket. I'm the attorney of record.
No, it's fine. I know how it is, son. I'm just very grateful for everything you've done, and yeah, you and the kids just been terrific through all this.
Okay, guys, let's go. AJ, Alicia, come on. Come on, guys. You got all your backpacks, all your stuff?
I don't want to go, Grandpa.
Hey, it's okay, honey. You're going back to school. Get to see your friends.
I don't care about that. I miss Grandma.
Okay, Alicia.
AJ, you get over here. You know what? You are the best fishing buddy that a guy ever had.
We're still gonna catch old Rocky, right?
Of course, that fish has got your name written all over him. Okay.
Dad, I was thinking, I could come back and practice law with you. You know, I can finish this case down here.
Oh, come on, son. You got a great career ahead of you. I don't want you to jeopardize that on my account.
Well, then why don't you come back with me? You know, Bob would love to have you back at the firm.
I'm done with all that. You know, and toward the end, I didn't really like being a lawyer anyway. Just a bunch of people fighting over money they don't need, and I never really got the point, so. And there's too much of your mother here. I can't walk away from that. So, hey, you take care of the kids, okay? Drive safe.
Dad, think about it.
Pam and I had found a house we both loved. But suddenly, for the first time, I was faced with being there without her. Somehow I just couldn't do it. Not then, anyway. One of Pam's dearest friends, Maggie, had been with us through the whole ordeal. And I just wanted to thank her in person.
It was a beautiful service. Pam would have loved it.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry I didn't get a chance to talk to you at the funeral. I wanted to come by and say thanks for helping with all the preparations.
I wish I could have done more.
Be silly. No, you've been holding me together these last few months while I've been coming apart at the seams. I mean, I don't know how many times you've fed me here.
James Crawford, don't you dare.
What? Running a business? I mean, it's not a charity. I can pay my own way.
And Pam was sitting right there across from me, holding my hand, while I was going through all of my tough times. It's what friends do for each other.
Okay. Thanks, Maggie. I appreciate it.
Let me fix you something to eat.
No, I'm not really hungry. Thanks. Excuse me.
Mr. Crawford, don't believe we've met. I'm Walt Beddoes. I own the land up next to your place. We're gonna be starting some construction soon. Hope the noise doesn't bother you.
Me too.
Sorry to hear about your wife. I didn't know her, but I hear she was just...
Everything about these past few months had been difficult. But for some reason, going into that house alone proved to be the most difficult task of all. Still, there are some things that just can't be put off. Everywhere I looked, everything I touched just brought back a rush of memories that tore at my heart. Then Sierra, the gray wolf that Pam had cared for, showed up. Pam had made me promise to call her whenever she came into the yard. And for a moment, habit just took over.
Pam.
And then the sense of loss came crashing down on me once again.
Sierra's here.
Unless you've been through it, it's almost impossible to express the deep sense of loneliness and loss. Not of just the person, but of your whole world and everything in it.
Honey, still can't find half the stuff I'm looking for. I can't sleep at night. I haven't had a decent meal in I don't know how long. Without you, I don't know who I am.
Oh, beautiful sight, isn't it? Yeah. 6 months from now, that'll be the 18th green. The clubhouse is right over there.
It's gonna take a whole lot longer than 6 months. Crawford won't sell out. You got a plan for that?
Yeah. Money talks, my friend. Money talks.
You know, what about the hotel complex downtown? That Maggie, what's her name? She didn't seem interested in money at all.
Yeah, but I've yet to meet a city council who isn't.
All I'm saying
Hey,
is that
Miss Beddoes.
Oddly enough, from time to time, I had the impression I wasn't alone.
Hello?
Hey, Dad. Did I catch you at a bad time?
No, it's fine.
what can I do for you?
Well, just checking in, seeing how you're doing.
I guess I'm doing all right, about as well as can be expected under the circumstances. How about you?
Just still catching up. A lot of backlog to deal with. Hey, Dad, hold on a second, okay?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Alan, you got a second? I want you to meet your new paralegal and research assistant.
Sure, Bob. Can you give me a couple of minutes? I got my dad on the other line.
Of course. And give him my best. Tell him we're glad to have you back.
Okay, I will. Sorry, Dad.
That was your old friend Bob. Says to give you his best.
So is he still a taskmaster?
Yeah, what do you think?
Well, at least you know when he's loading you down, he's doing it with a smile. So how are the kids?
They're still
Complaining
complaining
about having to come home. They miss you. And that wolf that Mom used to feed all the time.
Have you seen her?
Yeah. Yeah, she still comes around, but pickings are pretty slim lately.
Hey, listen, Dad, I've got to run, but I'll check in with you on the weekend, all right? Love you, Dad.
Yeah, you too, son.
Slim didn't begin to cover it. The truth is, I had ignored Sierra completely, and I shouldn't have been surprised when she stopped coming around.
Hey, Bob. Alan Crawford.
Claire McAllister, nice to meet you.
Please, have a seat.
Thank you.
Alan is one of our top associates, and he's been out for a few weeks on some family business, has a lot of catching up to do, so he can use your help.
Well, I'm looking forward to it.
And Claire is coming to us from the flagship office of Sloan & Sloan.
New York?
Yeah, that's the one.
How'd we ever get you to come out here?
Change of pace, I guess. I'm just looking for a little bit more sunshine and fresh air than Manhattan can offer.
Well, we've got the sunshine, but the fresh air, I don't know.
Hey, stop trying to talk her out of it. She's here. We're glad to have her here. You know, and by the way, she's on the clock, so best get to it.
Absolutely.
I have a few things left to unpack. Give me 10 minutes.
Sure.
So, how's your dad holding up?
Well, as good as could be expected, I guess.
I sure do miss having him around here. You know, I never would have made it through law school without him.
Really?
Yeah, that's a long story. I can't imagine how tough it must be, though, to lose somebody like your mom. She was a breath of fresh air every time she walked through the door. You give him my best, okay? And tell him to keep busy. It's the only thing that's gonna help.
Being in the house alone was taking its toll. I'd given up on everyone and everything. Then, one particularly bleak day, I stumbled onto Pam's diary right there on the coffee table that I'd been staring at for weeks. I don't know how it got there, but that chance discovery changed everything.
My dearest Jim, I'm writing this in the hope that you'll one day read it and come to understand how very much your love has meant to me over the years. Even more so as we approach the end of our life together. I have one last request, and it may be the most difficult thing I've ever asked of you. Promise me, my darling, that you won't allow your grief to bury that wonderful person inside of you, the one only I was allowed to see. And remember that you are not alone. Just keep me in your heart, and we will always be together. Yours, forever, Pam.
God. I can't do this on my own. I need help.
It was a plea, uttered in despair, asking for help. And the result was something that I never could have anticipated.
Hello, Jim.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you come up. Do I know you?
No, not yet anyway. But we'll get to know each other very well.
Well, I don't know what you're selling or anything like that. It's a really bad time for me. Can you come back some other time?
Well, I could, but we've got a lot to accomplish, you and I.
Why would I want to do something with you?
Because I'm an angel. Jim, I'm here to help you.
What did you say?
An angel. You asked for help.
Excuse me, I'm just gonna go inside and pull myself together.
Yeah, that probably won't work. Something about the electromagnetic pulse of an angel that throws all the electronics out of whack.
Yeah, so who are you? What, satellite TV guy, cable guy? What? And a second ago, you...
Yeah, it's nothing to get excited about, Jim. It's the sort of thing angels do. Now, if you'll just give me the minute to explain,
I already told you, I'm not buying any pills. I don't want any cookies, and I am really not buying the fact that you're an angel.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Raphael, angel in the First Order to be exact.
Yeah, I play second base for the Yankees.
You know, just call me Ralph. Maybe you heard of me.
Can't say that I have. Ralph. I suppose you'll tell me now that you're right up there with Michael, Gabriel, and those guys.
Maybe a little context will help. You know the Bible story of Adam and Eve?
Yeah.
Okay, well, when they were ordered to leave Eden, God sent down a cherub with a flaming sword to guard the entrance to the garden. That was me.
You don't look very cherubic to me, Ralph.
I was 6,000 years younger then. Okay, look, I can assure you I'm up for the task at hand here if we can just get to it.
What is the task, Ralph?
No, I tell you, don't answer that question, because I can't believe that I'm actually sitting here in my kitchen having a conversation with a guy who thinks he's an angel. I'm just losing my mind.
No, but you are in danger of losing something much more important. I'm a healer, Jim. It's my gift. I'm here to share that gift with you.
Well, I'm fine, thanks.
Well, that's what you tell everybody, but you and I both know different, don't we? I mean, look around. Is this really what you want your life to be?
Come on, of course not, Ralph. Please, I mean, I just lost my wife. My son's gone, my grandkids aren't here. Look, if you're such a big-time healer, why didn't you just tell Pam? Answer me that. I mean, she's a kind, wonderful woman that I probably didn't deserve in the first place.
I understand, Jim. Pam is an amazing woman. One with more love in her heart and kindness for others than most people could ever imagine. But don't you see, Pam doesn't need to be healed. You do.
Come on.
No, while you were out there doing all you're getting, Pam was here giving. And where I come from, giving is the most important thing. So when she saw something in you, something that others probably don't see, I got the call. Don't you want to find out what that is, Jim?
No. No, I wouldn't. In fact, you know, I'm not seeing you, and I'm not talking to you, and man.
Hi, Jim.
Maggie.
Is this an okay time?
Yeah, sure.
I don't mean to intrude, but I thought I heard you talking to someone, so I just came around.
No, that's fine. There's nobody here, it's just me. So what's up?
Well, actually, I could use some advice. I just got this in the mail. It's some kind of a court filing about my property downtown. Anyway, I don't understand it, so...
It's from Beddoes.
Yeah, he's one of those high-tech millionaires. I heard he bought just about everything money can buy, and now he wants to buy the town.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Starting with your cafe.
Well, it's not for sale.
So did you tell him that?
He never asked.
Well, I think that'd be a pretty good time, you know, just, I'm gonna write him a letter and just tell him it's not for sale.
That's it?
Yep, pretty much.
Okay. Well, thanks, Jim. Sorry to have bothered you.
Oh, no, it's fine. Yeah, no problem. I'll see you around, Maggie.
My, that certainly went well.
Look, I'm not seeing you, I'm not hearing you.
Jim, when somebody needs your help, you give it to them.
Come on, I helped her.
Let's be honest. That was a industrial strength brush off. how am I going to get you to figure out what people need before they ask for it?
Look, I don't see you running around helping people. I mean, you didn't help Pam. None of this is helping me.
I can see this is going to get tricky. That's your cue.
What, the wolf? No, I've got no connection to her. She's Pam's project.
She's not a project, Jim. She's one of God's creatures. Just go to her.
Go where?
She needs your help.
All right.
Angels and wolves seemed like an unlikely combination, and helping was something that I usually did for a fee. But this particular wolf was going to need more help than I could give her at any price.
Sarah.
The trail of blood was easy to follow. But what I found at the end of the trail would occupy my life for months to come.
Sorry.
I knew that if I left those pups there, they'd have no chance to survive without their mother. And I'd had enough of death and dying.
You like that? There you go. So you guys aren't crazy about milk, huh? All right, let's try something else. Here we go. Come on. Yeah, I know. Come on. Let me close the door. Hey, come on. It's over here. All right, let's go. Come on. Here we go. Here we go. There you go. There you go. That's it. That's good. That's good. You guys are seriously hungry, aren't you? All right. What have we got? Hey guys, what I got? This is unbelievable. You guys are a mess. Hey, come on, guys. Here. Look, you guys are making a mess. Let's go eat somewhere else, okay? Come on. Here, follow me. Let's go. Here we go. Come on. Come on. Good job. All right, here we go. Come on, guys. Come on, guys, let's go. Come on, Boomer. Here we go. There we go. Come on, guys. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Here we go. There we go. You want something to eat? All right. Yeah, it's good.
To say that I was perplexed is putting it mildly. I mean, they seemed less like a pack of wolves and more like a pack of problems.
Yeah, it's over there. If you want something to eat, go over
But
there.
for the first time in months, I was beginning to think about something besides my own pain.
Ah, found the wolves, I see.
Ralph, you know, you gotta give me a minute here. I'm gonna finish cleaning up the kitchen, and then I think I'll drive into town, check in with the nearest psychiatrist, have myself committed.
You're not crazy, Jim.
Really? Well, then, why am I cleaning up wolf poop?
God works in mysterious ways.
Oh, and why is he working on me?
Because he wants you to be happy, Jim.
Oh, I see. And this is supposed to make me happy.
Look, things get messy. The idea is that eventually you'll get tired of it and you'll want to do something about it.
Oh, I see. Well, if you're so good at helping people clean up messes, why don't you tell me where Pam keeps the paper towels?
You got what in your barn?
Come on, Milt. What was I supposed to do? Let him starve?
Why would a city boy like you want to mess around with a pack of wolves anyway?
Actually, I probably wouldn't, but Pam used to feed Sierra just about every day, so...
Yeah, sounds like Pam, God bless her.
Yeah, so can you give me a few roasts and maybe, I don't know, 10 pounds of hamburger?
You get those pups used to eating beef. You'll have every rancher in the county after your hide. Venison's what you want.
All right.
I do the cutting and dressing on a lot of the animals the boys bring in out in the deer hunt every year. A lot of them pay me with the hind quarter or front shoulder, so I've always got a good supply.
Right. How much?
No. I'm always willing to share in Pam's projects. Well, your project now.
Thanks.
Did you ever find out what happened with the wolf?
Yeah, somebody shot her.
Shot? Are you sure?
I don't know what else makes a hole like that except a bullet. Any idea who might have done it?
Beautiful animal like that, endangered species. I can't imagine anyone doing it on purpose. Maybe it was an accident.
I've been a lawyer for a long time, Milt. My opinion, there are very few accidents. As the wolves began taking more of my time, Alan's legal work was starting to take over his life.
Sorry to keep you so late, Claire.
Oh, I'm used to it. Thanks for walking me out to my car. So what do you think about that bankruptcy case?
Hey, look, can we talk about that tomorrow? I mean, I'm already late getting home as it is, and my babysitter is not going to be happy.
Oh, I never realized that you even had a family.
Yeah, 2 kids.
No mention of a wife, so let me guess, divorced?
No. My wife passed away when my daughter Alicia was born.
Oh, Alan, I'm so sorry. I had no idea. I just assumed most associates, they work their way up the ladder, they end up getting divorced.
No, it's all right. I mean, it was a long time ago.
I'll see you tomorrow. All right?
Cool. Dad, check it out, wolves.
Yeah? Hi, Alicia. Well, that's pretty neat. Where'd you find those?
I Googled them.
Did you get an email from Grandpa today?
Not yet.
Yeah? We'll give it time, all right?
Okay. Want to see some more pictures of wolves?
Oh, buddy, look, I would, but I've got so much work I gotta get done.
Daddy, can you read me a book?
Honey, I would, but I'm sorry. I've got so much work I gotta get done.
How come you always do your work here?
Well, I didn't get everything done at the office, and I wanted to rush home and be with you.
You don't even know what we had for dinner tonight.
Well, what did Mrs. Cartwright make you?
She warmed up the rest of the chicken that you brought home yesterday.
Here we go. You got something to eat? Oh, yeah. Here you go. Here you go. Here, let's get some more. Yeah, I got some more. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Oh, wait. Oh, you want something to eat. I know you do. Oh, you're a girl. Okay, we're going to call you Missy. Yes, we are. Little Missy. Good job. There you go. Ooh, hot shot. Now you relax over here. Okay.
Hot shot. I like it.
Oh, no, not you again.
What are you going to call the other ones?
Oh, man. I thought I was doing better.
Oh, you are, Jim. You know, we've been watching you, and I gotta say, we're very impressed.
And who's we?
All right, let's go through this one more time, shall we? I am an angel. I'm here on a special assignment. That special assignment being you, Jim.
When I'm a special assignment because
somebody, it's the we part, has taken a special interest in you, in your family, in this town, even in these wolves.
Well, hope you got a lot of time on your hands because I'm a hopeless case.
All right. I guess I'll just have to hang around until you get it all worked out.
Me? I don't know. I thought that was your job.
No. My job is to help you work it out. Simple.
Well, then you have my sympathy.
Well, it's something. This cute little guy. What's his name?
Bruiser.
And the other one right behind him is...
I don't know yet.
Hey, how about Rocky? I think AJ would like that.
Rocky? That's the name of the big trout that AJ's been... How did you know that?
I know everything about you, Jim. For example, I know you felt like you never deserved your wife.
No, I told you that.
And that you did everything you could to provide. The big house and the fancy car and the money and the prestige. See, the real rub is that Pam never wanted any of those things. All she wanted was you. Now, why do you think that is?
I don't know.
Well, when you have the answer to that question, maybe you'll understand what she meant when she signed her note, Forever Yours. I know about the note, too. She loves you so much, Jim. And that kind of love is more powerful than you could ever imagine.
Come on, guys. Let's go.
You can't shut the world out forever, Jim.
Yeah, but I can try. Come on, Missy.
I was beginning to get used to Ralph popping up.
Oh.
But the big surprise was how attached to those pups I was starting to feel.
Hey, what's going on? What's going on? Hey, Boomer. How you doing? How you doing?
The pups seemed to be at home in their limited surroundings. But they were creatures of the wild, and I knew I couldn't keep them fenced in forever. As I watched them grow, I couldn't help wishing that Alicia and AJ were there to share it with me. It just might be a once-in-a-lifetime experience, and it was speeding by. Raising a pack of wolves can be very time-consuming, and soon the job of caring for them blocked out just about everything else in my life, even my son, who was having a few problems of his own.
You can count on it. Hey, have you heard anything from counsel on the Butterfield case?
Not a word.
I gotta go. I gotta be back by 6 or else I'm gonna lose another babysitter.
Hey, Alan, about the other day, I'm really good at putting my foot in my mouth, and I'm sorry.
Look, it's okay. It was a rough time, but we've all come to grips with it.
You know, the truth is I really admire you for trying to keep your priorities straight. But, busting out of here every day at 5:30 is not gonna help your chances at the partnership meeting. Look, can I help with any of this?
Oh, I would love it. I can't hang around here. I mean, I've been doing my homework after my kids finish up with theirs. It's like I'm back in college again, burning the midnight oil, except for college was a lot more fun than this.
Well, you know what they say, as soon as it stops being fun, it's time to find something else to do, and I did it again. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna go now before I say anything else stupid.
No, wait. I mean, were you serious about helping me with this stuff? I mean, because if you are, I mean, we could work at my home office. I mean, just for a couple of weeks until I can get this case settled. And totally on the up and up. I mean, not that I was thinking that you would have any kind of, it's just...
It's okay. I get it. And, sure, I'm game if you are. Should we start tonight?
Yeah, how about 8 o'clock? I mean, the kids should be in bed by then. We could work until 10. I mean, that's a decent hour, right?
Yeah.
All right, well, I gotta warn you, with this assignment, you're not gonna get much of that sunshine and fresh air you've been looking for.
You want some of that? You want some of that? You want some of that? Come on up here. Come on up here.
As the pups grew, I tried to learn more about wolves.
Yes, you are.
And I discovered that the alpha male in each pack had his own distinctive howl. I decided it might be a good idea if I had one of my own. Let's try it. I didn't know it at the time, but that would turn out to be a really good idea.
Such a good boy. Such a good boy. You are such a good boy.
So, he baits the hook with this huge piece of the most expensive blue cheese you can find in a small town. $6 a pound, by the way.
Wow.
I tell you what, Rocky just chucks it back. I'm telling you, that fish cannot be caught.
And, why blue cheese?
Well, you know, AJ figured it smelled like fish anyway, so...
Oh, I see. And was your dad mad at AJ for using it?
No, he didn't care. I mean, to tell you the truth, I think he wishes the strategy would have worked because, you see, he wants to catch that fish just as much as AJ does, you know? Oh, sorry, kids. Did we wake you up?
What was all that noise?
Well, I was just telling Claire.
Hi.
Hi.
I was just telling her about that time that we almost caught old Rocky.
It sounded like a good plan to me.
Could have worked if Grandpa wasn't making so much noise.
Oh, so now it's Grandpa's fault.
He knocked over the lunchbox and...
No, that's not what happened. Let me tell the story. It wasn't Grandpa that knocked over the lunchbox, it was AJ. Then the cheese started to roll out and the fish started to come.
Well, thanks for coming. I know we got a little sidetracked with the kids, but I hope you don't feel it was a total waste of time.
No, not at all. They're great kids, Alan.
Yeah.
Seems like they really miss their grandpa, though.
Yeah, we all do.
You ever think about going back? Maybe setting up shop?
Sure. But, well, you know how it is. Got a career to build and a lot of student loans to repay.
Yeah. That's the catch, isn't it? Does work stop and life begin? See you tomorrow.
Oh boy. Hey guys. Yeah. All right. That's all I got, guys.
I'd put it off as long as I could, but I knew I had to let him back into the wild.
All right. Let's go, guys. Come on.
It's funny how such a small thing as opening a gate can have such a profound effect.
I get it. Yeah, you want me to come with you, don't you? Okay.
At first, I tried to spend time with them in the woods, but they soon found more important things to do. I knew I had to let them go. It's just that opening that gate had brought back those old feelings of loneliness.
Hey, Hot Shot!
In my heart, we were more than friends. They'd become part of my family. And I couldn't help but wonder if I'd become part of theirs.
It was the right thing to do. Letting him go like that.
Yeah, you're right. It's just, I don't know, I liked having him around. It made me feel kind of useful.
Excellent. See, now you're starting to get the idea. A wise man once said, little unremembered acts of kindness and love are the best part of a person's life. So William Wordsworth, he's an old friend of mine.
Another one of your special assignments. So, Ralph, why did they send you to help me? I mean, you're this big-time healer, angel guy. I mean, why don't you spend your time healing cancer or something?
Oh. Yeah, you know, I've been meaning to talk to you about that. See, being an angel is great, but it's also, well, you get this sense of your place in the grand scheme of things. And you start thinking that there's certain types of jobs that you should be doing.
Yeah, like a big, important job.
Yeah, exactly. You see, that's just it, Jim. You are a big, important job.
Please.
I didn't get it at first either. But then it was all so clear. It was perfectly planned. That's what I love about my boss. He's got a reason for everything.
So why is it that everyone who's close to me ends up leaving me?
Is that what you think? You think they left you? Maybe you left them.
Oh, come on, Ralph.
Think about it. Do you really know what's going on here? I mean, really? Wonder what Beddoes is doing over there.
Ralph was right again. I didn't know what was going on, and it was going on right under my nose.
Well, hello, stranger. I was about to call the sheriff and have him send out a search party for you.
Ah, I'm sorry. I've just been kind of busy, that's all. You remember that wolf that Pam used to feed? Somebody shot her, and so I kind of adopted her pups.
Yeah, I heard about that. Milt said you used up a good portion of his stock of venison.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Milt, he's been great. Yeah, it's, I think we're past that now. They pretty much take care of themselves, so.
Back to peace and quiet, huh?
Hardly.
I've got Beddoes to deal with. What's up with that guy? I mean, what's he doing? He's cleared out half the forest.
You haven't heard?
No, what?
He's building a golf course and a clubhouse out in your neck of the woods. And he's got big plans for in town as well.
You're kidding me.
I'm not sure, because I haven't seen any paperwork, but something about eminent domain?
Eminent domain? Come on, that's a government thing. What's Beddoes have to do with that?
He's trying to force me to sell my property so he can put in a hotel resort complex.
Doesn't make any sense. Not enough room down here for that. I mean, well, what do the other business owners on the street have to say?
I don't know.
Well, come on, Maggie. You're supposed to know this thing. You're supposed to tell me, keep me informed.
I did. You told me all I had to do was write him a letter and tell him it wasn't for sale.
Yeah, I know. You're right. I had to tell you that, didn't I? Okay. That was bad advice. We're going to back up. Here's the new deal. Okay? I need all the particulars. I need every piece of literature that's passed between you, Beddoes, and the city council. Okay?
Okay.
Say, Miss Crawford, I couldn't help overhearing what you was just saying to Maggie, and, well, I was wondering, do you think that you can help me, too? Mr. Beddoes, he's got all my land tied up in some water rights dispute. Went to the city office and, well, they said that I should just hire a lawyer.
Well, yeah, I guess we could talk about it. How about over there in my office? And just like that, I was back in the legal business. Somehow I knew Ralph had something to do with it. But like he said, when people need help, you help them. I guess it was my turn. So, Jesse, talk to me. What's going on?
Yeah, these all look good. What's the problem?
The problem is, I can't build on property you don't own.
Look, the hotel complex isn't scheduled to break ground for another month.
Yeah, but the clubhouse, where am I supposed to put it? On Crawford's front yard?
That's being taken care of, okay?
What if you won't take the money?
I pay you to make problems like that go away.
Hey, Maggie, do you mind if I,
No, go ahead. I'm thinking of having a sign made. Jim Crawford, attorney at law. No waiting.
Hey, you have a second?
Sure.
I've been going through this eminent domain stuff. And, you know, there's just a big piece of the puzzle that's missing.
Council meeting's coming up.
Yeah, I know.
Morning, Mr. Crawford.
Tell you what, why don't you just call me Jim?
All right, Jim.
I better see to my customers before the pancakes start to back up.
Well, I did as you suggested, Mr. Jim. And I went through every piece of paper I could find. That's the only one that makes mention of any water rights.
Do you remember if your dad or your granddad ever filed this with the county?
I can't say anyone thought there was any need to.
I'll tell you what, Jesse. You take this over to the courthouse, and you have them register that with the original deed. And you'll have enough water to farm your land as long as you like.
Mr. Crawford, Jim, thank you so much.
My pleasure.
So, pretty nice office you got here. What's the rent?
It's tolerable. What can I do for you?
Well, I've got a business proposition for you, neighbor.
I'm listening.
You got what, 25 acres of land out there?
A little more than that.
Well, I've expanded my vision a bit, and boy, that is a beautiful piece of country. Just a little slice of heaven you've got. I'd like to add it to mine. How does 1.5 million sound to you?
Sounds like you're desperate.
Whatever gave you that idea?
Because 1.5 million's a fair price. You don't strike me as the kind of guy who'd pay a fair price for anything. Seems to me you don't have the time to grind on me like you've been grinding on everybody else in this town. You've got a clubhouse to build. So my question is, why'd you wait so long to come to me?
Well, I figured once you saw the big picture, you'd recognize a good opportunity and jump right in.
Just take the money and run.
Yeah?
There was a time I probably would have done that.
But things have changed. I'm not interested. Anything else, Mr. Beddoes? Have a client waiting.
No, we'll talk later.
I'm sure we will. Sorry to keep you waiting. So, is there anything I can do for you?
Back at Alan's office, the work was still piling up, but so were other interests that Alan and Claire were beginning to share.
Here. You haven't had anything to eat since breakfast.
Oh, gee, 4:30 already. I guess it's true what they say then.
What's that?
That time flies when you're having fun. Good. It's good, Maggie.
It's really something, what you're doing for these folks.
No, it's nothing really. No, I'm just having fun. And besides, it's the first time I felt like being a lawyer was about something besides making money. All I've done so far is just give out a little free advice. So.
Yeah. Pam was good at that, too.
It was a gradual thing. But one day I came to the full realization that Pam's house, our home, was no longer a place that I dreaded. It was as if all the lights were being turned on, and Pam was flipping the switches. It still wasn't easy, but somehow the pain of Pam's loss was beginning to subside. Times were getting fewer and farther between, but there were still occasions when I could call my old friends.
Flights are gonna be on Wednesday, so bring them in here. What's that? What?
Hiya. What's all the howling about?
I didn't hear you drive up.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
So, I'll tell you what, why don't you have a seat over there? I'll introduce you to some of my friends.
Yes, you are. Good boy. That a fool. Good boy. Good boy. Well, come here, guys. Come here. Oh, yeah, you guys are so pretty. Yeah, come on. Come on. Here we go. Everybody gather around. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Good boy. All right. Hot shot. You know, hot shot. You leave it alone. Come here. Come here, hot shot. Over here, right here. That a fool. Good boy. Good boy. Oh, yeah. Come on, guys. Here we go. Here we go.
I knew it was inevitable, but I dreaded the day they wouldn't come to my call.
Boy, such a good-looking guy. So what do you think, Maggie?
Wow. They're beautiful.
Yeah, they weigh about 100 pounds each now. So,
What brings you this way, Maggie?
Meadows left this in my mailbox last night.
Well, looks like this could take a while. I'll step inside. You hungry?
Yeah. I didn't bring any rhubarb pie with me.
That's okay. I'll cook.
You know, the last time I was here, everything seemed really unsettled, and now, wow. I'm impressed.
Cool. Okay, let's take a look at this latest bomb from Beddoes. It is a petition to set aside your ownership in the cafe in favor of a resort hotel complex that Beddoes wants to put in downtown. His contention is that his complex will be of infinite value to the community, and that your little cafe is standing in the way.
Can he do that? But that land has been in my family for 3 generations.
The Supreme Court ruled on that a few years ago. Okay, here's the big picture. If they determine that your property can be of better use, that is, make more money for the city, state, community, whatever, they can actually force you to sell it to somebody else for personal gain. There's got to be more to this than just your little corner.
Well, there is. There's your property. There's Jesse's water rights. There's the deed for the property by the river.
Yeah, that's just it. Up to now, it's been piecemeal, and now this. Question is, why?
I don't believe this. Whatever happened to looking out for the little guy?
Everybody's important, Maggie. It's just some people lose sight of that.
Thank heaven you haven't.
Every person is important. It's what we like to hear. You're almost there, Jim.
And where exactly is there?
You'll know when you get there.
Well, I like that about you. You never give a straight answer unless you absolutely have to. Kill me. Kill me. I mean, make you a good lawyer. The council was meeting in 2 days, and I hadn't yet found the missing piece of the puzzle. But it was no longer just a question of winning. I mean, this was my town, and I'd come to love the people in it. Just like the wolves, they needed me, and I had to admit that I needed them.
What exactly are we looking for again?
You know, Ralph, if I knew that, then I would have already found it.
$1947. Now, see, this is an interesting year.
No, it's too late.
You say so.
Can't be that simple. Yeah, I'm not missing a piece of the puzzle. Maggie's place is the puzzle. All pieces intact. Beddoes had known all along. Interesting. Maggie owned most of the town. That's a nice trick.
It's what I do.
You know, we've invested months of planning on your assurances that we were going to get that Crawford property. And I've got to start laying in the water and sewer lines. If that property isn't part of the package, you're looking at $1.2 million in redesign fees, not to mention the loss in the overall value of the project.
Don't worry about it. I've almost got him boxed in. It won't be long before he has to ask my permission to get to his own front door.
You know, he might be better off without that property anyway. He's got that place crawling with wolves.
What are you talking about? I told you to get rid of that she-wolf months ago.
Yeah, I did. But she must have had pups. He's found them. He's raised them to full-grown wolves.
What? Oh. Well, that's it. Capturing an endangered species is a felony. I bet it'll be a lot easier to deal with once he's facing a huge fine and some jail time.
Maybe. But he still owns the property.
Well, we'll just have to make sure the property changes hands. Let's see if we can't give Mr. Crawford a few headaches.
That it? Yep, that's it. Ought to get me through for a while.
All right, Sheriff, see? It's just like I told you. This man is buying venison and feeding it to a pack of wolves he's got fenced up on his property. I want him arrested.
What do you got there, Milt?
Just 2 U.S. choice two-bone steak, Sheriff.
I saw the wolves myself a few days ago. Probably the pups of that gray wolf got shot a while back, but they're looking mighty big these days.
That gray wolf's name was Sierra. You know, I don't recall ever telling you that she was shot. So, Sheriff, what's the penalty for shooting an endangered species?
Oh, whoa, hey, whoa. We'll deal with this later. Come on.
Good thing you quit feeding those wolves, huh?
I didn't have to. They started feeding themselves.
How'd you manage that?
Let them come and go as they please. Pretty soon, they just stopped coming. Thanks, Milt. Put it on my tab.
You take care, Jim.
Yeah, so if you could take care of that by tomorrow, that'd be great.
Tell the kids I'm sorry for keeping you so late. Hey, how are they doing anyways?
They're doing pretty well, but I never seem to have enough time for them. But thanks for all your help, Claire.
Anytime.
Really? Because I've got so much I could...
Except tonight, sorry. I'm already gonna be here until at least 9. We just got the new case file in, and Bob wants me to prep it for your review in the morning.
Doesn't he know I'm drowning already?
Yeah, he does. But I think there's something special about this case. At least that's what he implied.
They're all the same. I mean, it's just a bunch of people fighting over money they don't need. I just don't see the point. I'm starting to sound just like my dad.
Maybe you're right. Or maybe they're just trying to get what they really want out of life.
What do you mean?
My high school guidance counselor once told me that if you really want to know what you're meant to do in this life, you simply imagine yourself with an unlimited amount of money, and then ask yourself, if money's no object, what do I really want out of life? Answer that question and it all falls into place. At least that's the theory.
And so you thought to yourself, I want to be a paralegal and work insane hours the rest of my life?
Yeah, well, I was 16, what did I know? But now I have a much better answer.
What would that be?
I'll tell you about it someday.
Well, I might as well get that architect working on the redesign. Crawford's never gonna sell.
No. Not yet. Are you sure you saw those wolves out there?
Yeah, I saw him. He was playing with them like it was a pack of puppy dogs.
All right, I want you to go down to the hub and let it slip that you've been planting wolf traps in those hills.
But I haven't got a trap.
I know. I want that animal lover to think that there are traps out there. If he's up there trying to save those wolves, he's not going to be down here working against us. And by the time he figures it out, it'll be too late. This is Beddoes.
Do you think we can beat him?
Well, you gotta understand, Maggie, we're starting off in a big hole on this one. You see, our argument isn't so much with the law at this point as it is with the city council.
What do you mean?
Well, I checked with the Historical Society, and the park and the swimming pool downtown, the firehouse, the civic auditorium, even the city and county building, they're all built on land that your grandfather gave to the city.
Really?
But the real question is, did he ever deed that land to the city?
I don't know. But what does this have to do with Beddoes? I don't understand.
Yeah. But I think I'm beginning to. Trust me. I thought I was onto something. But Beddoes still had a few tricks up his sleeve.
Amy, can you get me a table for 4 at 2 o'clock, please?
Alan.
Yeah. Have something here I want to take a look at.
You know what? Claire mentioned this last night. I appreciate you thinking of me for special cases, but I am
completely bogged down with your current caseload, I know. And I'm sorry to say, it's just gonna get worse. Take a look at the file.
Bob, this is...
I know. I want you to think very carefully about this case. It would mean a substantial fee and publicity for the firm. We can always use that.
Yeah, but what about...
Just read the full synopsis, nothing else. Get back to me. I expect your response by noon.
Hey, Alan, it's Dad. When you get a chance, give me a call back, would you? Yeah, I just want to make sure you and the kids are okay, and actually need your help with something. So, yeah, I know it's a long ways to come on such short notice, but just give me a call when you can. I'll explain. Thanks.
Jim.
What's going on, Maggie?
Jim, you have got to get to the wolves. I overheard that Rutgers has set traps all over in the hills.
Stay here. Sign those papers. They have to get the county recorder by 5.
But
I'll be fine. Really, just sign the papers.
Hot shot! Hey, guys! Hot shot! Missy!
I hadn't seen the wolves in quite some time, but I was hoping I could get to them before they stumbled into one of Rutgers' traps. I thought I could protect them.
Hey, Missy!
But it turned out to be something quite different.
Sure could use your help here a minute ago with that fiery sword of yours.
Yeah. You had all the help you needed right here.
Yeah, man. Easy. Ah. Oh, gee. Ah.
Doing good, Jim. We're very proud of you.
Jim.
Hey, Maggie.
I don't know if the wolves saw Ralph or not, but they sure let Maggie know where to find me.
A grizzly bear, are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Is everything all right?
Hey, doing okay?
It's okay. What do you guys?
Hey, guys. Oh, careful, honey.
Grandpa, you're not gonna die, are you?
No, I'm fine. I'm just wonderful.
Dad, what happened to you?
Oh, not much.
Nothing much. He was attacked by a grizzly bear. He's got a couple of broken ribs and a concussion. He's lucky to be alive.
Well, what's with the EMTs? I mean, Dad, we've got to get you to a hospital.
No, I don't want to go to a hospital. Come on.
Grandpa, did you really fight a bear?
Well, yeah, actually, no. It wasn't much of a fight, AJ. So, you got my message, huh?
What message? I've been driving through the mountains all night.
Really? Well, then, what are you doing here?
Dad, look, we can talk about that later. Just, how'd you get tangled up with a bear?
It's a long story. But I'm glad you're here, son. I need your help with something.
Dad, you don't know how long I've waited to hear you say that.
That's good. All right, here's the deal. There's a hearing tonight in the city council meeting. We've got till 7 o'clock to get everything together. I've had the county recorder verifying the land deeds and all that as of yesterday, but you need to double check everything because there's no room for error here.
Jim, do you want to tell him what this is about?
No, I already know.
You do?
Yeah, look, Dad, I'll explain everything later. Just right now, what do you say we get to work?
Yeah. Hey, who's this?
Dad, sorry, this is my friend, Claire McAllister.
Hi.
We work together, and she volunteered to come along and help.
Good. Welcome aboard, Claire. Yeah, we can use all the help we can get. I hope you're ready for an exciting ride.
Just as long as there's plenty of sunshine, fresh air, and time for family, I'll be happy.
I think that can be arranged.
Look, Dad, we've got to get you to a hospital.
No, I'm fine. Just get me up off this stupid couch. Oh.
Apparently, my client's proposition is running unopposed tonight. Now can we get started, please?
Mr. Mayor, if you give us a minute, we'll be ready.
The point at issue here is very clear. My client is clearly within his rights under the law, and the current property owner has been offered more, far more, I should think, than a fair price for the property. My client, therefore, respectfully requests that the council approve his petition forthwith.
Mr. Crawford?
Mr. Mayor, ladies and gentlemen of the council, I'd like to remind you that the Supreme Court did not make the use of eminent domain mandatory. No, it just cleared the way for good people like you to consider its use if there's a compelling community interest that...
Crawford, you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. I just kind of like to forego the protocol of standing, if you don't mind.
Dad, I can take it from here.
All right.
With your permission, Mr. Mayor, what you haven't been told is that until today, Maggie legally owned all the property extending from her restaurant to the north for 4 blocks, to the south for 10 blocks, and to the east roughly about 1/4 of a mile.
What do you mean until today?
Well, what I mean is Maggie registered these quitclaim deeds in the names of those individuals who currently occupy these plats of land. That includes your hardware store, Mr. Long, your beauty salon, Mrs. Chambers, and your service station, Mr. Yardley. No, yeah, let's not forget that it also includes the city park, the swimming pool, and the city and county building in which we are meeting right now. Of course, now that the property no longer legally belongs to Maggie, the matter before this council is moot.
Well, obviously, that's not an option we wish to consider at this time, or at any other, for that matter.
Perhaps you'd like to consider filing charges against Mr. Beddoes and his employee.
Charges?
Yeah.
What charges?
Fraud, Mr. Beddoes.
Fraud?
Yes. You've misrepresented yourself in countless legal documents. And your employee, Mr. Rutgers, has menaced the citizens of this valley, both human and four-footed. I'd like to inform you, Mr. Beddoes, that the law firm of Crawford and Son is now on the case. And if you'd like to tangle with us, be our guest.
Walt Beddoes, Nick Ruckers. Please come with us. We have some things we need to discuss. What's this? Killing endangered species, setting illegal traps.
And wait, I never set a single trap.
Shut up, idiot. You take that, idiot, I'll take this one. Come on.
Hey! I got it. I got it.
We're adjourned.
Grandpa, that lady just kissed you.
Yes, she did. It was a fantastic feeling. Seeing the whole town come together like that, as a family. I think Ralph must have known all along that it would turn out that way. And bringing my own family back together, I'm sure, was part of the plan. What's more, a new set of pups to teach my grandchildren about life and love just might be possible.
Hey, what do you want?
But no matter what, those 4 magnificent wolves had proven they were my friends for life. You never told me how you knew what Beddoes was up to.
Beddoes tried to hire the firm. And Bob gave the case to me.
Oh, you're kidding me.
Well, I mean, actually, he gave me the responsibility to decide whether or not to take the case.
And you turned it down?
Yeah.
Hey, I thought I taught you better than that. Come on, it's a lot of money. Prestige, national exposure.
Dad, Mom used to remind us both that there are more important things than money. So I made my choice. And that was to come and work with you. I mean, Dad, I've been thinking about this for a while now. And the only thing that was keeping me from doing it was pride. And maybe a little fear.
Fear of what?
Of disappointing you.
You could never disappoint me, son. No. Hey, can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Why don't you fire up the grill? Get things going around here. I have something I need to do. Just take a few minutes.
Do you need any help?
No, it's just I have to do it on my own. But I'll be right back.
Hey, babe.
Hey.
Is anything wrong?
No. No, it's just the opposite. I think I know where he's going.
Hi, sweetheart. It's been a while. Longer than I expected. I don't know, things have kind of come together. As if it were all planned. Yeah. And I've gotten together too. I think you'd be pleased. Hi, Ralph. So, Ralph, tell me, does she understand? I mean, does she really know how precious her memory is to us?
Oh, yes. That was her plan all along. She touched so many people in so many ways. And she needed you to understand that you could do the same thing too. That was my whole assignment. And now, it's complete.
But you're gonna stay around, right? Just make sure.
No, it won't be necessary. Besides, you've got your wolves. They'll hopefully remind everybody how important it is for all of you to work together. Continue to help each other out.
You know, it was interesting. Pam wrote this entry in her journal, and she underlined it. It must have been important to her. It said something like, the influence that each of us has on other people's lives in this life never dies. It lives on in a kind of immortality. I think in a sense that really defined Pam's life. And in that way, she'll be with us forever. That's why she signed it. Yours forever. Thanks, Ralph. Was it just my imagination? Or could it be that by simply believing that there is power in love and in helping others, proves that there's hope for all mankind? Did I really have help from an angel? I believe I did. I heard the whisper of wings.